Welcome to Tepic Nayarit. This is the town that I grew up in, and I'm going to take you to 5 places that you must eat here. But what better way to introduce you to this wonderful culture of Mexico than with our quintessential music, mariachi. Enjoy!
Hi. So I wanted to show you my personal side of this city, which is why I'm here in my pajamas in my room, and my mom is waiting downstairs for our first meal. This is my first home, the city of Tepic in the Mexican state of Nayarit. Now, Tepic is not a beach town. It's a real working capital and the metro area of nearly 1 million people in a coastal state. But it's all set in a green valley watched over the Sangangway volcano. And it's a city of visible contrast. You'll see agricultural fields growing up against the walls of high-priced private communities. It's this mix of incomes and classes all sharing the same valley. But its soul comes from the indigenous Huichol and Cora people. When I first moved to Hawaii, so much of my journey was about making the unfamiliar feel familiar and finding those connections. But this isn't just the Tepic I left when I was 9. It's about rediscovering the familiar and seeing it with new eyes and tasting it with my tongue and falling in love with the parts I never knew of the city. This is my new Tepic. Let's go. My first stop is always for seafood. This is El Diamante. This is the flavor I just can't find anywhere else, that fresh, coastal Nayarit seafood. Now for me, this is the official taste of arrival. It's the flavor that tells me I'm truly home. Now this is a classic roadside marisqueria, a seafood spot that is best visited maybe during lunch. It's a mid-range price point, not street food, but amazing value for this quality, and a great place to bring the kiddos for their trampoline and their bright Huichol decor.
This is a place that a lot of people, a lot of the locals come, but also because it's on the side of a highway, there's a lot of tourists that are able to stop here on their way from one place to another, or as they're passing Tepic to get to Guadalajara or Puerto Vallarta or other places that they might be going to. So I ordered the fried fish, which is the mojarra. It's a type of fish, a white fish, and it's usually just fried with oil and a little bit of salt. But usually it's just that fish flavor. And then I also ordered a shrimp consomme. So they're all very similar. Shrimp cocktail de camarón, all of these kind of things. They're sort of similar. They all have that shrimp taste. It's just the little ingredients that you add to it and how you serve it. But they're all going to have the cucumber toppings, the onion toppings that are going to go inside to make the consomme really good. So let's go ahead and try them. It's really good. No. Está bien bueno. ¿Quieres probarlo? So it comes with rice, salad, a fried plantain, and then a piece of bread. My mom once does also, but she got, instead of this beautiful fried fish that I ordered, look at that beautiful fried fish. That looks perfect. She ordered a fish fillet. That way it's easier to eat. But I'm going to enjoy this. So I tried my mom's robalo. It feels like it's pan fried in butter, maybe. Definitely a strong buttery taste, but the fish it's still tender and a little bit crispy on the outside. And you definitely get that kick of butter, but who doesn't love butter? Let me try mine. I'm getting mostly the skin and some of the... It's very hot. So the fish is exactly what you expect it to be. It's a fried fish. It's flavorful. There's not a great deal of meat. These are kind of thin fish, but It's very flavorful. It's very fishy, obviously. It's fried fish. And there's that crunch from the skin that is really good. I love that. It's salty too, so if you don't like salty food, then this might not be the one for you. But this is great to get a little bit of fish chicharrón.
So we had great food, and my mom had a great margarita, and she got a little bit tipsy. Just don't tell her I said that. But Tepic is really two cities. There's a day city, and then there's a night city. When the sun goes down, the seafood places close, and the cenadorias, the evening joints, open up. The streets fill with smoke and the smell of grilled meat. And in my family, that means one thing. We're going on a taco hunt. This time to Tacos Chago.
Basically, you're going to find a whole bunch of great taco places all over Tepic. There's some that are better than others. You're just going to kind of have to try. And the best way to know is see if there's people around. If you see a lot of people around, it must be good. So I ordered tripa, which is pig intestine. I ordered chorizo. I ordered asada, and I ordered a suadero. And then the cool thing is that they have all the sauces, all the toppings over on the side, so you're able to go put in. If you are going to put salsa in your tacos, taste it first if you're not familiar with the spiciness in Mexico. So please taste it first. There's usually an avocado one, which usually doesn't have any spice. The green ones usually don't have a lot of spice, usually, but the darker that the salsa gets, probably the more spicy that it is. So let's go ahead and try them. So first I'm going to try the tripa, the intestine. So I got the fried one. They have a not fried one, I guess. And the tortilla itself, you can tell, is actually put into the oil that the meat is cooking in. So you get all of that flavor. The intestine kind of tastes like bacon once it's fried like this. It's very good. I'm not a person that likes to eat pretty exotic foods. This is as exotic as I get. And I must say, I have always enjoyed it. You should give it a shot, especially if it's fried like this. It really just kind of tastes like bacon. I'm going to try the chorizo. The chorizo is mild. It's not spicy. But there's even to the chorizo, there's a little bit of a crispiness to it. I think because they have it cooking in that oil. That was also really great is that the oil of the chorizo gets on the other things, which is flavors it. I think that's a good thing. So I had to look up what a suadero taco, so that's my next thing that I'm trying. And it says suadero taco features a thin cut of beef, typically between the cow's belly and leg, that is slow cooked in fat until tender, then chopped and often crispy before being served in a corn tortilla, garnished with onion and cilantro, which is exactly what I have here. So let's go ahead and give it a bite. Suadero for the win. Yup. And finally, let's give a bite to the carne asada. No, I typically don't favor the carne asada, but it's steak. So I usually get some of them because everything else is so fatty that I just like to add some lean beef in there. It's actually really juicy. The meat is really juicy. I would be happy with a plate of this carne asada tacos. And it's not that I don't like carne asada, but when you have all of these options that are all filled in fat, the lean steak seems like the least appetizing option. There's so many taco places that are very good. You can always check Google reviews to see. Mexicans use Google reviews, so you're able to get a little bit of a sense of a place. But this place, Tacos Chago, is one of the places you want to try. I forgot to add that to drink. I had the piña. It's agua de piña. It's water mixed with pineapple and mint. And it's really delicious. I drank a whole liter of it.
After a night of tripa and suadero, the morning after requires a specific kind of recovery. In Mexico, breakfast isn't just a meal. It's a medicine. It's about warmth, family, and resetting the souls for the weekend. So we grabbed our friends and headed to my favorite breakfast place, Con Memos.
Con Memos is one of those places that is always full with locals. It's definitely one of the places that I like to come to whenever I'm in Tepic. They have the quintessential breakfast for Mexicans during the weekends, which is menudo. Menudo's made with cow stomach, and they only have it on Saturday and Sundays here. Menudos cook usually for like 3 to 4 hours, depending on the types of pieces that you use in there. And what makes the soup the best is that you add the toppings, which are typical, are onion, maybe a little bit of pepper, lime, and then also some mint. What's really wonderful about this place is that they're making fresh tortillas, they are making fresh juices, and you can even see them making the fresh salsas that are going into the dishes. So I ordered one of the other quintessential breakfasts in Mexico, which is the chilaquiles. This is chilaquiles with arrachera, which again is just a really nice cut of meat. It's more like a sirloin with a side of beans with cheese on top. There's a really nice salad with a really delicious dressing. You see a little bit of a grilled onion, and then you'll see some chorizo. And then underneath, you'll see that there's chips underneath. They give the chilaquiles that crunch along with cheese, onion, and then some of that crema, a little bit of that cream, kind of like sour cream. Incredibly delicious. The meat is perfectly tender. There's so much juiciness to it. The chef just came out to ask us if everything was good. He was right behind me right now. And I really can't say better things about the meat. It's so delicious. The salad too is very good. What really makes chilaquiles is the salsa. But every chef is going to make it different. Every cook is going to make it a little bit different. And once there's a little bit of tangy, there's a little bit of spicy. It goes really well with the creaminess of the meat and of the chilaquiles of the rest of it. Super happy with this meal. All the workers here are always working really hard, so the service is great. They're always turning the tables. They're always making sure that you have tortillas. They're always making sure that you have your drink. Just one of those places that feels really, really neighborly. It's a fantastic place to be able to come to visit if you're here in Tepic. If you get the chance to, this is one of the places that you need to try for breakfast, hands down.
So we've done the traditional coast, the street tacos, the home-style breakfast. But remember, I said Tepic is evolving. And sometimes being the man in the middle means finding a piece of my second home, Hawaii, right here in the middle of my first home. My mom loves Asian food, so I think she's going to enjoy our next place.
So one of the super interesting things that is happening in Mexico is the invasion of Asian foods. They tend to appeal to Mexican taste. They sort of blend in a little bit of the spices and the flavorings of Mexico. So they're not as authentic to real Japanese food. However, we're at a place today that promises to be fairly authentic. So welcome today to Tomodochi in Tepic Nayarit, Mexico.
I ordered the char siu ramen, where my mom ordered the curry ramen. So let's go and see what that looks like.
I live in Hawaii, so we have a lot of food that is fairly authentic. But it's not as easy to find authentic Asian food in Mexico, I've found, at least not in the places that I've gone to. This is definitely what I'm used to as far as what I've been tasting in Hawaii when we go to the ramen shops and all of those kind of things. This is a very good flavor. It's a miso base. It is got mushrooms, and it's got a little bit of bean sprouts, and it's got char siu, which looks like char siu. And it's got the egg on the side, which is, can be sometimes soft-boiled egg. This one is a hard-boiled egg. I'm going to try the noodles next to be able to see what that's like. These are very interesting noodles. I'm not sure exactly what they're made out of. I think they're like a buckwheat. I think they might be buckwheat. It's a very good flavor. So definitely the flavors that you get is the flavors of the miso. You get the flavors of the sesame oil. The drinks were really good. We had a strawberry lemonade that was made with mineral water, so it had a sparkling effervescence part to it. The orange chicken too was really good. It had that sweetness that that you're accustomed to without it being overly sweet. And the chicken was crispy and was able to really hold up as you're eating it without it being too tough. So, overall, if you want to have a really good tasting experience, at least food like I tasted it in Hawaii for Japanese, then this is definitely a place that you want to check out 100%.
For our final stop, we're leaving the street food behind. We're going to the new Tepic, a place that represents where this city is going. But for me, this isn't just about the architecture or the gastronomy. This meal is personal. It's a celebration.
So today we are at Loma 42. It is right next to the big park, which is right behind me. It is called the Loma. The park is called the Loma. And so this is Loma 42. right behind me. And what you're gonna find is some of the best dishes in all of Tepic. This is a place that you definitely do not want to miss if you are a foodie. It's the type of gastronomy that is really found in much larger cities, but it's really rare to find it here in Tepic. It's really delicious. You're going to enjoy it. They have a mixologist, they have 2 chefs, they have a pastry chef, they have a sommelier. So every single bite, every single sip is going to be carefully curated. One of the best places in Tepic by far. So we both got different drinks. My mom got berquino. So that's a take on tequino. Tequino is like a fermented drink that it's made out of maíz, which is corn, like dried up corn. And it's got mezcal, and it has tequino, which is made here at home. It's a homemade tequino. And then it also has a little bit of beer, of a stout beer added to it. So it has all of those flavors mixed in, and mom says that it's really good. She likes it. I ordered the Siete Chiles, which is passion fruit kombucha with Grand Marnier and some sort of chili mixture in there. I'm gonna taste it because that's really what's gonna be the really deciding factor as to how this is. This is really delicious. It's really hard to describe. Never had anything like this. There's a little bit of taste of that kombucha, but it's also sweet, and you taste the passion fruit. It's a really delicious drink. It's not overly sweet. It's very refreshing. We've ordered 4 different dishes to try out. First, we're going to be starting out with the bruschettas, which have brie and pineapple campo. So let's give a try to this. They're so pretty. The pineapple compote is very good, but the brie cheese, and then there's another kind of cheese that's shaved on top that is incredibly delicious and also comes out warm. Just a really good combination. Compliments to the chef. We also ordered a salad. We ordered the pear salad, which comes with a mix of homemade cheese. It has obviously the pears, it has lettuce with the pepita seeds that are right here. There's like a balsamic dressing to it, so there's a little bit of saltiness, a little bit of vinegariness to it that mixes in really well with the sweetness of the glazed pepita seeds and the pear. It is 100% one of those salads that even people who don't like salads are gonna like. And for my dish, I ordered baby back ribs, which are slow cooked in the oven. Really looking forward. I am very hungry today. Now, my mom got one of the specialties of the house, which is a duo of tongue and short ribs. Now, that's gonna be cooked slowly, so it should be very tender. Really looking forward to seeing how that turns out. So I'm gonna try my mom's dish to see what it is. I don't know what is the tongue, and I don't know what the short rib is. It'll just kind of melts in your mouth. This really delicious, almost like an osso buco. I don't know how to describe it, but with the sauce that they put in, the meat is really delicious. It's really tender. You can tell it's been cooking for a really long time. I am super happy with that dish. So let me go ahead and try mine. It's really good. The sauce is smoky and it's sweet and flavorful. The dish is really perfect. The compliments of the sweetness of the sauce against the saltiness of the pork, it's really delicious. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. And with the corn puree underneath, oh my gosh. The food is absolutely delicious. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. It's one of the pricier places in Tepic, but it's still not completely inaccessible to most people. This might be a special occasion type of a place. Today we're celebrating my dad's birthday. He would have turned 81 years old today. And so we wanted to come somewhere that he had been to. So we're here celebrating with him. He's with us in spirit today because he would be eating all of this food and having a great time. One day as my mom and I were shopping downtown, we found ourselves in the middle of a dance party. That's the Tepic I know. It's the tacos and the ramen, the luxury and the humble homes filled with friends and family. It's the past and the future sitting at the same table and sharing a meal. And if my dad taught me anything, it's that if you find yourself in the middle of a dance party, you dance. Thank you for coming with me to my hometown. This has been an amazing experience to be able to film the things that I normally do whenever I visit, so that you get a little bit of a taste of what it's like to be Mexican. My home is in Hawaii now, very far away from Mexico, but I live between these two places, and that's why I call myself the man in the middle. Thank you for joining me. Let's dance.